Namo Buddhaya. Welcome to today's video. Today, this special video is entirely dedicated to those who are studying now. One of the most frequent questions I get asked is how to focus on studying when my mind is distracting all the time. Today, let's discuss about this distracting mind. I'm going to share with you few tips you can practice while studying to help focus your mind. So, without any further ado, let's get into these tips.
While you're studying, have you ever found yourself daydreaming?
Sometimes we sit down to study and turn our book on. We start to study. After a few minutes, what happens? We just get distracted. We start daydreaming. Trust me, when I was studying at home before I became a monk, I used to daydream a lot. I used to get distracted a lot. It is very difficult, I know. It's very hard to focus our mind on studies. We live in a world where there are many distractions. So what can we do about this distracting mind? How can we focus our mind on our studies? There are certain things that you can do.
The first thing I want to share with you today is this.
Write down what you become distracted about. This is something you rarely hear. Let's say you're studying. You turn over the book and start studying. Sometimes the same thing happens. Daydreaming. It's okay, let it happen. Once you identify that you are daydreaming, what do you have to do? Take a pen or a pencil and a blank paper. Write down that thought that distracted you. For example, while studying, sometimes we think about foods a lot. What do you have to do? Write it down. I got distracted thinking about biryani. Sometimes we become distracted thinking about past experiences. What do you have to do? Write it down. Jot it down on paper. Why should we do this? Because most of the time, we are not aware of what we are thinking when we become distracted. When we daydream, we don't know what is going on in our mind. We just jump into that stream of thoughts and flow down. When you write that thought on a piece of paper, you're identifying that thought. You code that thought and identify it. This is what makes me distracted. This is what makes me unfocused on studies. Then there's a physical thing you can see. You can see physically that you are distracting. So write down your distracting thoughts. Then you have good understanding. When you do this for a little while, you can find a pattern of distractions. That means we become distracted by few thoughts. They are the thoughts that come again and again to our mind.
So write it down.
That is the first tip.
Second tip. Identify what makes you distracted. Then be brave enough to remove all those distractions. There are triggers that make us distracted. Let's say, for example, our mobile phone. You're studying, and there's the mobile phone on the desk. Each and every time it rings a notification, what do? We take our mobile phone and check what it is. A mobile phone is not distracting you. It is a trigger for your distraction. A trigger is just a trigger until you give it the power to make you distracted. What do you have to do? Physically, by force, sometimes it's very difficult. You have to be brave enough to do that. Remove that distraction. If your mobile phone is distracting you, be brave enough to remove it. If your laptop or any technical device is distracting you, be brave enough to remove it. Sometimes we have to use this technology. Sometimes you have to use your laptop to study. What do you have to do while you're doing it? Be much more disciplined and much more aware of what you're thinking and doing. Use it only for what you want while studying.
I'm not saying that other times you can't use it however you want, but use it only for what you want while studying. So the second tip is to be brave enough to remove the distractions. If something is distracting you, you have to remove it.
Tip number 3. Do not study for long hours continuously. I can still remember when I was studying at home. I used to make these schedules and timetables to study for 2 or 3 hours continuously. It is not productive. What you can do is study for short time intervals, maybe 25 minutes. You can use 25 minutes to study, then take a little bit of a break, then study again. While you're studying, jot down and write down all those distracting thoughts. Keep that in your mind. Do not study for long hours. Just take a break and refresh yourself. Then come back again to studies. That is another thing you can do. Here comes the final tip. Tip number 4. It is the most important thing and the most awesome thing. Practice a little bit of meditation before every study session. Before every study session, let's say you studied for 25 minutes and took an interval, then you came back to study. While you were taking that break, sometimes you do certain things to make your mind even busier. What we have to do is settle down and make our mind focus. To do that, you can use a little bit of meditation before every study session. Just sit down on your desk, on your chair, close your eyes. The easiest thing you can do is watch the flow of breath, in-breath and out-breath. When you practice calming meditations like breathing meditation, that is one of the easiest meditations you can do. When you focus your mind on this in-breath and out-breath, it helps you become calm and settle down. Then your mind will get ready to study. These are the few easy things you can do and practice while studying. Use these tips to study and make your studies more productive.